Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, I am going to be walking you through the first eyeshadow look using the new Morphe Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. I did ask you guys on Instagram if you wanted me to recreate the eyeshadow looks from the campaign, and 60% of you said yes. So I am first going to upload all of the recreations, and then I will be creating new looks with the palette. I will also be uploading other videos, so just not eyeshadow looks with the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. I'm actually filming with the ColourPop Sailor Moon collection today, so I'm hoping to have that up by tomorrow. But anyway, if you guys want to see the first recreation with the Jaclyn Hill palette, then let's get started. So getting started with the eyeshadow look, I'm going to be using the P. Louise eyeshadow base in the shade 2.0. Starting off with the color Not My Journey, I am going to take a pencil brush from Morphe and I'm going to start packing this color right into the crease. And because I do have hooded eyes and I need to build up the color up a little bit higher, I'm switching over to a smaller pencil brush, and this is just going to give me a little bit more control of the placement of the eyeshadow. So once I'm done with packing and I'm happy with the placement of the eyeshadow, I am going to be using the same pencil brush to lightly soften the edges of this color. And now, using a very small blending brush, I am going into Therapy Sesh, and I'm just going to gradually add this color. As I'm adding the color, I am also using this brush to blend. Then I'm switching over to another pencil brush and I'm going to just really blend out this color and make sure that everything looks nice and blended and seamless. So this is where we start to build up the pigmentation that we've lost with the blending process. So I'm going back into the darker purple and I am just going to start packing the color back in, adding the color back in, blending the color back in. And I'm gonna do that a few times back and forth until I'm happy with the way that it looks. And then I will go back into the transition color, blend a little more and go back and forth. So I did include a lot of that process in here so that you guys can see, because purples are usually very hard to blend. But I have to say, out of all of the purples that I've used, this one so far is one of the best ones. It blended out really easily and just seamless, very evenly. So I was really happy with the way these purples blended, and I really didn't lose much pigment, so I was really happy with the way that they performed. And now I am going to clean off the outer edge. In Jaclyn's picture, she has this winged liner, so I'm just gonna go ahead and clean off the edge. And if you guys do end up using a Q-tip, you can use your finger to blend out the outer line that you get after you clean it up, and then just use your beauty blender to add a bit of foundation or concealer to that area. But for it to be a lot easier, you can just use tape at the very beginning of the eyeshadow look. Moving on to cutting the crease, I'm going to use the P. Louise eyeshadow base in the shade 0.5. And to set the P. Louise base, I am coming in with the white eyeshadow from the palette. For the lid color, I am going in with the shade My Man, and I'm just using a flat brush to apply this color all over the lid. To blend the edges of the cut crease, I'm coming in with a pencil brush and just adding more of that dark purple right to the edge. And now I'm just going back to clean up the cut crease. So with a very tiny flat brush, I am going right up against the edge of the cut crease and just closing any gaps that I have. Basically, I just want to make sure that no white from the P. Louise base is showing through. Also noticed in the campaign photo that Jaclyn had a little bit of iridescence to that edge of the outer edge of the cut crease, so I'm coming in with I'm in it and I'm just applying that to that area. Then I'm going back into the orange and just making sure that these two colors are nice and blended together so it doesn't look harsh. So now I'm moving on to the eyeliner, and I'm using Lady Gaga's House Labs black eyeliner, and I'm really just trying to match the winged liner that Jaclyn had in her campaign picture. For the waterline, I am using Fenty Beauty's black pencil eyeliner. For the lower lash line, I'm going back into the dark purple. And I'm really going to take my time down here on the lower lash line because I want the purple to be really intense and to really just pop. So I'm going to go over it about twice or 3 times to get a lot of pigment. And now to blend out the purple, I'm going back into the orange. And usually in the blending process on the lower lash line, we lose a little bit of pigmentation of the first color. So I'm going back into the purple and I'm gonna just make sure that I build that pigment back up. For mascara, I'm gonna be using Fenty Beauty's mascara. As you guys know, this has been my favorite lately. And for lashes, I'm using Lashylicious in the style Luxylicious. This is the completed eyeshadow look. I hope that you guys like it. So we still have, I think, 3 or 4 more recreations left. I will be uploading those, and then I will also be uploading new completely different looks with the palette, and I will also be uploading other videos in between, so it's not just going to be Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow looks. But anyway, I hope that you guys liked this eyeshadow look. Don't forget to subscribe before you go, but even if you don't, I just appreciate you being here and watching. Don't forget that you can also follow us all over social media at GlitterBeauties, the same way that is spelled right here on the screen. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.